Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to day 3. There's a lot of stuff to do today, but our two main goals are going to a bar, Box's Abode, and to do something tricky, and to meet Malia in the cemetery. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff to do today. Also, some of you are going to remember I had some problems getting Miss Moonbeam to give me the voodoo alphabet. The reason for that is in the book of the game, it works a little bit differently, and I was remembering the book, so I'm sorry for that.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Kazanu. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Great, thanks.
Now, are you going to tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
Are the stars out tonight?
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
You underestimate the Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal.
Samurai.
When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree. But seriously, I think you should be careful.
That was a really bad joke.
Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called
She's right.
jealousy, my dear. And you're right. You should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Oh, never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
Oh, right. You guys maybe remember in the first episode, Bruno walked in and offered to buy the painting. I actually have to wait for him to do that again, because this time I actually can sell him the painting, and I need the cash to do the stuff I need to do this episode. So, just kind of waiting for Bruno now. Waiting for Bruno. Okay, while we're waiting, let's take a look at the newspaper. That's very helpful. Look at newspaper. The newspaper's on the counter. Thank you, Adventure Games. Pick up the newspaper. Thankfully, we don't have the narrator with her horrible voice. Hey, there's a lecture at Tulane University today. That's actually something I needed to do, so it's a good thing I was waiting.
Lighten up.
I don't know if you guys can hear the point chime anytime I do something good, but I just got 2 points for picking up the newspaper. I need to sell this 3 snakes and a skull painting.
What a wacky offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
Samurai. Making sure I picked up... Okay. Come on, Bruno. Alright guys, rather than make you sit through this, I'm going to go ahead and edit right here. I'm just going to edit out the space between now and when Bruno shows up. So you're not going to miss anything. I'm just going to be standing still. So, alright, Bruno doesn't want to show up right now. We're going to have another Madame Moonbeam, I guess.
I've got some things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get my messages from her.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Didn't you just leave?
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
Yeah, that's... Why is he wearing a leather trench coat in June in New Orleans?
Got a minute, Grace? Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
I bet.
You guys remember last time I took Mosley's badge? You have the option of returning it in day 2 or being forced to return it in day 3, and it's 2 different scenes. Almost nobody returns it in day 2, and I was going to do it for variety, but I forgot, which is why almost nobody does it in day 2.
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Do you have more?
I've given every...
Oh,
Here's that phone number.
right.
Thanks.
The Knight family tree is actually a lot more interesting than you would think, and we're going to get into it now by calling Germany. Alright, fine. 490 932 43333. And I really fine.
The number you have dialed...
Alright. This is ridiculous.
I'm not calling some stranger in Germany. I still don't know who this guy really is.
Okay. So that was fun, right? So Grace just ripped the page out of the New Orleans phone book. And she is one of these Cavanous. And I think it's 555-1220. We'll see.
Hello, Casanova residence?
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her
Dixieland drugstore?
This may be my least favorite part of the game. The stupid phone. Alright, let's try 1270. Turn the phone on first.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Do you or does...
I'm a...
No.
I knew it wasn't the right house as soon as a guy answered. She's an old woman. She lives on her own. Let's try 1280. I swear to God, if it ends up being the last phone number.
Hello?
Here we go.
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet! Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure
I
I
love Tim
don't know
Curry's
what you're
horrible
talking
accents.
about.
But that was definitely her. Did you hear the little dog? So how am I supposed to find out her address? All I know is the name of her dog. Well, hello. 555-6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have a Madame Cazonou as a client?
Madame Cosano? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
We're going to do a lot of lying in this episode, and this is possibly my favorite Gabriel Knight lie.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is
Top-notch client
345
confidentiality.
Dauphine.
Thanks.
Luckily, I don't have to write that down. Considering how much grief this game has given me about the phone, I'm amazed. Alright. Now, we really need Gabriel to call Wolfgang Ritter, but he's not going to call Wolfgang Ritter because he doesn't know who he is. Luckily, there's somebody who might.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
The Knight family history is very important to this game. It all becomes interconnected after a bit.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Odd. Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter? Oh, Gabriel, where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me,
Yes,
Gran.
thank you for keeping me in the dark about the family
Your
curse that's
granddad's
killing
name
us.
was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Harrison Knight's kind of an awesome name.
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family, his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Didn't Granddad ever say...
Only that his family was crazy.
Crazy.
And that he never wanted to see them again. He believed in some family curse. Thought that he could spare Philip and Philip's children from what he called old nightmares. Whatever Harrison wanted to spare you, though, it cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get a far-away, guilty look in his eyes. He was wrestling with something he thought he should be doing, someplace he thought he ought to be. I don't know
You guys
how
catching
he
all
could
this?
think
Very
that he should
important
be anywhere
exposition.
but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Bad nightmares, huh? Okay,
Do
now
you
will you
know
tell me about
anyone
Wolfgang?
named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally
Thank you for not lying to me
Ritter.
anymore, Grandma.
I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Do you know...
I
That should
don't...
be it. Alright.
Well, Gran...
Oh,
I do love Wolfgang. That's part of the reason I'm making such an effort to get this out of the way early on. So, let's go back to the bookstore, pick up the phone, and talk to Wolfgang.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh, joy.
That's Gabriel Knight with the weather report. It'd be really nice if Bruno walked in at some point. Alright, let's try this one last time. Turn the phone on. I don't know why there's an off button. I'm never going to use it.
Guten Tag. Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
That's Helga.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had senses, feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked
I
down.
think he wants to be more
I
than
had a
just an
sense
uncle.
that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
I really am.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty
I
busy.
forgot about the journal. The journal's
Please,
really
Gabriel,
important, but I'm not
you
going to
are
bore
the
you guys
last of
forcing
our
you to read
line.
it.
I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family,
When it comes to the journal, I'll paraphrase. It's a
All right,
moving
I'll
story,
look at
but it's a little long.
Good.
And it's
Now be
really
careful
long.
and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, I'll come back for Bruno
got
later.
some things I need to do.
See ya.
Let's go see Mosley about this whole interrogation thing he's got going on. Haha! Free access to the police department.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrowed again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it.
If
It'll
you
give
return
a
it the
feel
day
for how
before,
I am in
he
action,
points out
you
that
know,
Mosley used to
handling
borrow his
suspects, that
motorcycle
sort
without
of
asking.
thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
Make sure you spell that right in the book, because that's all I care
Alright,
about as a
Crash.
cop.
I want to hear about these murders. Have you been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Oh, come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look,
I like that Mosley just
I
waves
can't
his
say
hand the
nothing.
entire time he talks.
you gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now,
So
who
either
are
he's high as a
they,
kite,
Crash?
or
Are they the
I'm in
ones
way
doing the
over
murder?
my head. Probably both.
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection. Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony?
Bye, Crash. See you later.
I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call it?
I just love that
Fiction,
mostly
that's it.
only
It
cares about the
certainly
book.
is. I'll see
Screw
what
a
I
bunch
can
of
do.
catching murderers. I'm gonna be the main character in a book my buddy's writing.
I'll let
Yeah, I
you
don't need
get
to
back
actually
to
talk
it.
to you.
Ciao, baby.
I need to go to the St. Louis Cathedral. Again, a real place. It's right north of Jackson Square, which again is a circle. There's a scene here tomorrow, but right now, Gabriel, being the man that he is, needs to
I can't
steal
resist black.
some priest's clothing. Oh, right. This is another one of those skipping some stuff, but Madame Cazanou will not talk to Gabriel Knight. She just won't. However, we do know she's ultra-religious. She will talk to Father McLaughlin. Oh, that's right. Again, I am apparently just a horrible Let's Player, because I forget these little tiny steps.
Well, you
I also
never
need
know
the
when a
dog
priest's
collar.
collar will come in handy.
I like to think that that's the quote they put on his tombstone. Alright. And even though it's kind of cute and funny, I'm going to skip
All right.
what happens
But
if
this
I
is
don't.
private.
I'll show you in a second. We turn away, he changes clothes. Here's the issue though, she still won't talk to him. She'll basically yell, "Get a haircut, hippie." So we're going to put the hair gel
The
on.
things I do for my art.
And now...
Yes? Who is it?
Wow, she was right there on the other side of that door, wasn't she?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to
Also,
meet
if you knock on the
Father.
door as
Do
Gabriel
come in.
Knight, I believe you can tell her
Thank
you're
you,
selling
my
these
child.
fine leather jackets, which is a joke from Monkey Island.
Please. Now, what can I do for you?
Alright, let's talk to little
Do you
Miss
mind if
Voodoo
I
here
ask you a
little
few
bit.
questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
I think she is the one who will finally tell us
Do you
what
have any
this
idea
means.
what Cabri sans corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means
Of course.
don't eat the chili.
Shows how much you know.
Oh, she knows and she won't tell us. Fine.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They can get you anywhere, you know.
What can you...
People think I'm just a voodoo pig.
Alright,
Spit
so
out butt.
she's half crazy,
Tell
half
me-
into the voodoo culture.
What can you tell... What do you...
They'll hear you.
Oh, huh?
Tell me...
No, no.
Tell...
Read, but
Tell me... What...
I
St.
gotta go
John.
through a lot of stuff here.
What...
You know,
It's so...
but no, mon père.
No, I'm not ready to...
Do you mind if I...
If
Alright, I'm just gonna go through everything.
Do you know any...
Snakes!
Oh, here we
Right.
go.
Do you know anything...
It would...
Have you...
No, Father.
Tell me.
Well,
Tell me. Well, madame...
of course, Father.
Oh, and again, I'm not done
I'm
with
not
her
going
yet.
back on the street.
So, that was a pointless detour for now, but it'll all come clear in a bit. Let's go ahead and pick up my Veve. Hey dude, you finish my pattern?
How's it going today? What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy. You finished it? Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here. Wow, this is great.
He sounds pretty upbeat for a guy who's
Just
like,
don't,
oh god.
blow up the planet with it or something, okay? I didn't mean to upset you. Forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck. Could I ask you if you...
The only answers I give are given in my...
That's a nice snake you have.
Hey, she's got a snake.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
And she's sitting on Gabriel.
How about...
The prices.
They seem a little...
Well,
I'm sure you...
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Here we go. I was waiting for her to dance. She just puts her snake down. Snake's not going to go anywhere, I guess. And she's just going to bust a move. Check out that hot action. Oh my god, too racy for TV. I promise I'm waiting here for a purpose. They're also playing like a techno remix of the Gabriel Knight theme, which is kind of funny.
Thanks, boys.
She was supposed to drop something when she did that.
Could I ask...
The only answer... Come on.
And she's gonna do it again. But this time... How do you dance with her?
Not a bad idea.
There we go. I take her.
Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Why was it move? And twitches her hips. Isn't that kind of what she's doing already? I mean,
Yep.
look at them go.
She wants me.
He is kind of a lady killer. It's that tragic poet samurai appeal. She remembers to pick up one veil, but not the other.
Thanks, boys.
Let's take a closer look at this thing. Hey, look at that! This game is a little tedious sometimes. There we go. Nope, not my snake.
I think this veil
She can have her veil back,
belongs
though.
to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Oh, why,
Well,
thank you.
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong.
Holy
Perhaps they
cow,
will make
really?
both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Are they just gonna do it right there in the booth?
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate. And, flexible.
You don't
Lady,
know the half of it.
seriously, professionalism.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future. She is a
Again, you guys have no
woman.
idea how grateful we should be that the narrator's turned off.
Beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
She said forking. Forking. Don't get dirty. Uh-oh.
Are
She
you
doesn't look
okay?
happy.
Oh, God. Beware. Beware.
All
What
of a
is it
sudden,
about me
I'm
lately?
very nervous. Oh, very nervous. Let's go to the boring Tulane University lecture on voodoo.
Voodoo
He decides
is
to
the
record the
tribal
section, which is good, because he falls
the
asleep
word
during it.
voodoo.
I'm going to speed through this.
In
It is interesting. I mean, you learn a lot
The-
about voodoo.
Africa is believed by many we still can't explain. Now, fascinating. In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed
This
by the Loa.
little part's important.
And this is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the...
Alright.
Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god.
Dambala.
Azuli, the mistress of love. Papa Nebo, or a tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more... Voodoo temples are called Hounfours. Their priests, Hungan.
Hound 4 is important.
In a Voodoo Hounfour, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a vele, a pattern of symbols. During ritual conclave, the use of totems or animal masks and marks. Ritual objects, the ritual knife or kubasa.
Knife looked familiar because it was in his nightmare last night.
Chills. The ritual whip or fouet cache.
And there's the
And the
cache.
ritual coffin or seke madule. These items are often
Yeah, I gotta remember how to
called for
spell
by the
Seke Madule
Mamalo
later in
for
this game.
specific magical ritual. The Mamalo is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
And Gabriel falls asleep. This is our hero. We are given background on the voodoo murders. The reason people are doing these things.
No, what is it?
And he falls asleep.
Gabriel? What? I can't see. Gabriel, get in. Yeah, it's
Get
too
to the
small
chopper.
for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide!
No, no, let me out.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm supposed to go talk to the professor, but first, let's go chat with Grace. Because I'm going to show her my baby! Again, it's not dirty. Get your minds out of the gutter.
home.
Oh boy, party time.
There's my baby.
Do you know anything about this?
No.
You want to learn something about it?
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told...
Could...
Sure.
I have a pattern I need you to...
How interesting.
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour.
Ugh. You should...
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out.
Okay. I'm going.
Alright, now I'm going to go talk to the professor again. I'm going to show him my baby. My baby gets around.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out,
You gotta be a
Mind
jerk
if
about
I
it?
pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
He really is a jerk. Right up until I get him interested.
Do you
in
have any
something.
idea what Cabri sans corps means?
Aha! He's gonna tell us.
Cabri sans corps. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. If the gods demand a goat without horns...
Tell me more.
It's, very rare. For example, one of the Mistress Azuli, come. If Azuli is the clearly...
Basically, so when I showed the guy the picture and he said, Cabri sans corps, he knew
Tell me
that
about-
meant
If you've taken notes...
human sacrifice.
Do you?
As I...
I'm just gonna have him give me the lowdown
You
on
already
everything.
said... What?
Do you know?
What? It's ancient.
A bu- What?
I'm not...
Do you know?
What?
What was that? Have you?
I'm afraid...
Tell me.
All right,
Almost
I'm-
nobody's heard of the shot
no.
dagger.
Fine.
Can you
Alright,
tell
so
me
he's gonna keep
anything
being a
about
jerk
this
until I do
pattern?
this.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
Now he's my BFF. That is the world's
Here
fastest
you go.
copying machine.
You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure?
Well, some. That's why I wanted to... Each of the symbols in the Veve represent...
Have you?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is...
You think this?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what. I'll, you...
Absolutely. But I'm...
All right.
I'll say... Oh,
I know I said the two things I needed to do were at the bar and the cemetery, and I promise we're gonna do them. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of stuff in this chapter. And right now, I'm gonna have me a little chat with Willie. Because he knew about human sacrifices and he didn't tell me.
Can I ask you?
Do you?
No, sir.
I found out what
Doesn't know about
never
David.
said those words, Mr. I never.
Can I?
I
Do
want to
you know
buy
any-
your
like the
animal
ones
head.
that-
How much
right?
is it?
I used to sell it. The only one left is.
About Willie.
Maybe
$100.
me and Willie Jr. very.
I need $100. Where on earth am I gonna get $100? That's just insanity.
Phew, it's...
Really?
Hey, kids.
Bruno, how nice.
I cut a bit there.
Gee, a customer.
Bruno's finally showed up again.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
Yeah, we don't even cook them or
That
nothing.
explains why I so rarely see...
How much would you...
Gabriel.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious?
Wow.
Yeah, I'll let...
Well, I could give you 100. That's all.
Gabriel.
Grace, let me... Fine.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for yours. I can't believe I actually got it.
And we never see Bruno
I
or the
don't
painting ever again.
Believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do. I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the...
See ya.
She gets really upset. Yeah, although it is weird that he was so quickly willing to sell the picture so he could get the money to buy an animal mask that he doesn't yet know that he really, really needs.
Hi.
And what's funny is I
I
don't
have
really need the
$100.
mask
You
right
still
this
want to sell
minute.
that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The man.
I also get myself a little Lingippy? I don't speak Creole, I'm sorry. Lingippy?
Here you go.
They'll say it in a minute.
Yeah.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling
Lagniappe.
Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
He is the
course,
world's
it ain't none of my
worst
business if you do need it.
salesman.
I don't need it.
Course you don't.
Okay, we're getting close to being able to wrap some stuff up now. Theoretically, I should be able to deal with Madame Kazanu now. Because now I've attended the lecture, I can ask her more about the voodoo culture. Ugh.
All right.
And again, she would call me a dirty hippie unless
The
I
thing-
did this.
Yes?
It's...
It's Father McLaughlin back again,
Please,
don't you know?
Now, what can I do
Seriously,
for you?
my fake accent's as good as his.
Do you mind if...
Ugh. Seriously, you're still not gonna give me Hanfar?
What? Do you know? Tell me.
No, I won't.
Tell.
No.
Have you?
No.
Do you know?
No.
Do you know? Tell. It means
There.
goat without horn.
Father, you know what they mean by goat
I have to
without
prove
horns,
that
don't
I
you?
know about voodoo.
Do you know
Well,
who? Tell me.
There it is.
I swear.
here it is, mon père.
It
She's going
radiates
to
something,
share with me.
alright.
Her family used to have some
It
trust
belonged
with
to my
voodoo people. That's why she
great-grandmother.
has this upbringing.
She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
She also tells us that
don't
there's this
say.
surface voodoo that people see, and then there's
To
a
tell you the
secret
truth,
underground
I
voodoo
always felt
lifestyle
nervous
that very
about
few
having
people know
it in the
about.
house,
Oh, I.
and yet I could never part. Would you bless it for me, father?
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
I'm sorry, Gabriel cracks me up sometimes. Here's why I needed that clay from day one.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon
Sorry. That always
I
gets
think
me.
it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
Alright. And now we are done with Madame Kavanagh.
Well, madame.
Of course.
I'm not.
Alright. Drawn to Bacchus's abode, I sought there to conspire. It's the first time I've been here, and I believe it's going to be the next to last time I'm there.
Excuse me.
He's right, you know.
Are you sure?
Mister! Yeah! Shut up!
Nothing like.
So old Sam here used to be a
well.
jeweler. He's constantly losing in chess to his buddy here. Constantly. So maybe if we help him win just once.
Could I ask you?
This you know. See those signs? It's not that. We're still.
Don't.
That should do it.
Excuse me. Nothing like it.
Okay.
Oh well.
He used to be a jeweler, so what I'd like him to do is take this impression.
Could you do any?
What is this, a claymore? Interesting. I am a
He's
jeweler, you
black
know.
and Jewish, apparently.
But I'm retired. I'm gonna sit right here in this frickin' chair until I beat this bastard.
Ah! You planning to be buried in that chair then?
Alright. How about if I help you beat that bastard? Oh, come on!
Are you?
Mister, shut up.
What are you?
I used to be a jeweler. Come to think of it, now we just actually market.
You come here.
Eh?
No.
Alright, standard adventure game thing. I'm just gonna go through everything.
What's?
And really, I feel horrible doing this because the dialogue's very interesting.
Tell me a good. That's. So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl, and, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
See, it's funny because
So what
women
is-
be
That's
crazy,
about all.
right? Alright, so Sam believes in voodoo. Thank you, finally.
Second, Sam, it's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
See, you have to be very careful how you address it. Because if you just try to get him to cheat with the voodoo oil, he'll turn it down.
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something.
Well, if that's what you...
Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on
Of
it.
course, he's one of the world's worst novelists at this
You
point in
say
his
Marcus
career.
uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could real Stonewall, give me... Come on. How much you think I...
Careful. You don't want to over...
So he downs the whole thing.
Come on, all right.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth.
And now it's time for him to beat Marcus at chess.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate,
20
checkmate.
years of losing at chess.
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
This is how this man has chosen to spend his retirement. Losing at chess every day for 20 years.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't
The other guy's kind of ungrateful about it too, considering he's been winning for 20 years. He finally lost
Hallelujah.
a game.
Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20
In the
years.
book,
If you ever need a
using the
favor,
voodoo
you come to Sam.
makes
Yeah.
him feel horrible
Will do.
afterwards. He still wins, but he starts to look haunted. Basically, anything that voodoo touches in the book is stained.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, and I owe you. You got it, pal. Actually, I'll have...
Great.
There we go, I'll get my very own snake. But it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. We're almost done, guys. Is that the same message as last time? Yep, it's the same one. Dum-da-dum. There's my family. Dum-da-dum. Well, isn't that just tasteful and restrained? The Getty family mausoleum with sliding granite
Malia.
door and
Mr. Knight,
weeping
what are
dead
you doing
angel
here?
statue.
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Sucker.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to
Grabby?
you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts, too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I haven't saved this game yet, and I'm worried that the day's going to end and I won't be able to save it, so I'm going to save it now.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, it's like Romeo and
Hey,
Juliet.
I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please.
Wow, for a ladies' man, he's really turning whiny and
I'm
pathetic.
sorry.
But that's also kind of the
but
point.
there's no place for someone like you
That
in
for all
my
his
life.
cool and
Not
awesomeness,
now,
he meets
not
her,
ever.
and then that's just it.
Damn it.
And he seems to have struck out. Mighty Casey has struck out again. Alright, I felt weird saving it in the middle of dialogue, so I'm going to save it again there. And that's it. The game automatically said, by the way, you're done. Because unlike the previous days, there wasn't a research option to end on. And as I recall, that's pretty much how the game's going to deal with it from now on. Hello.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
She's a blocker.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would, either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah,
I know.
know.
It's cheesy,
God,
it's hammy,
what
it's
is
over
it
the
about
top.
you?
Just shut
But again,
up
I
and kiss
promise
me.
it is that way for a reason. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys next time.